25 long years of the Blue Bomber, of Mega Man. 25 years we get to go and celebrate one of the most coveted, one of the most beloved, and one of the most revered platforming series of all time. Many people consider Mega Man 2 to be one of the best Mega Man games of all time. As a matter of fact, a lot of people consider that to be one of the best NES games of all time. As a matter of fact, you'll come across a lot of people who consider it one of the best games that they have ever played of all time. And Mega Man doesn't stop there. We have the Mega Man series, Mega Man X series, we have the Battle Network series, the Legend series. There's a lot of Mega Man. I can go on for a while about all the different Mega Man games and all the different things that Mega Man or X have went and made cameos in throughout the entire game history. But the thing is, we've had three strikes. You're out. 3 strikes against Mega Man, unfortunately. 3 games. All came to be, then cancelled. And many of you who have been following my channel for a long time know that I've talked about this time and time and time again. But it just so happens that 3 strikes isn't enough. Let's add another. Let's go to 4. So 3 Mega Man games completely out the door, but one comes to light, and that's Maverick Hunter. Now, when I first saw a screenshot of this, I was completely, like, bewildered. I was just like, what the fuck is this? But then, upon closer inspection, and upon just watching gameplay footage, then hearing more about it, I was like, that could have been fucking amazing. This was being made by key people who made the Metroid Prime series. And if you look at the game, it bears a striking resemblance to the Metroid Prime games. And if you haven't played Metroid Prime, you're doing yourself a very, very large disservice. You should play them. Whether you get the Metroid Prime trilogy or get all the games individually, get them and enjoy them. They're fantastic. Well, Maverick Hunter looked like it was essentially going to be that, but, you know, with the entire thing of Mega Man is able to go and absorb, you know, enemies' powers and go and use them as he's running about. And all the gameplay footage I saw of it, it looked absolutely fantastic. It got canned. Obviously, why I'm making this video. Maverick Hunter, which, you know, it does have that whole, like, series reboot, oh, make it super serial and not even fucking resemble what it's supposed to be based off of, you know, let's go and do one of those. But if this was, like, its own separate thing, like, just imagine, for a moment, the perfect world for Mega Man fans, at least. Maverick Hunter is its own thing. Meanwhile, we still get the traditional Mega Man games and Legends series and online game and all the other shit. So we're still getting our 2D platforming games, we're still getting the Legends games, 3D, kind of pseudo action RPG-ish shit going on. And then you have the online game, which was going to be its own beast in general. And then you have Maverick Hunter, which is just like a first-person shooter adventure game. Well, I think that could have worked really well. It would have broadened the entire scope for the Mega Man franchise and would have made fans very happy. And as a matter of fact, it would have made Capcom a whole fuck ton of money. But Capcom not only does just showcase that they do not give a shit about the franchise whatsoever, but they love wasting money. You'll go and pour money into the development of these games, and then like halfway through or 3/4 of the way through, you stop it, get rid of it, then news surfaces that this was going to be released, and then you have a bunch of fans just jumping up and going, what the fuck were you thinking? Why would you do that? It's happened so many times, I'm getting fucking tired of saying it. I'm getting tired of seeing canned Mega Man games. 4 fucking games! Since I started this YouTube channel, I've seen 4 Mega Man games come and go. And none have been released. None. 0. Zip. I don't fucking count that iOS bullshit fucking X over crossover. What the fuck ever. No. And the Mega Man Cross Street Fighter thing, again, that was fan made. Capcom themselves has not released shit. All I wanted for our 25th anniversary was for these games to be released. Truthfully. It's weird to think that fans have wanted to petition for a Kickstarter to get these games back in production and released. I mean, Inafune isn't around anymore, so a lot of people feel like this is Capcom's way of just going and fucking, like, shitting on his entire legacy, because they're butthurt over him not being around anymore. And, you know, people have fucking rumored about a bunch of other shit as to why they would do something like this, because from a business standpoint, it makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense to go and take one of your biggest franchises. And ironically, it's still one of your biggest franchises, despite the fact that you haven't done shit with it in how many years now? This entire console gen, you've done jack shit with Mega Man? But you canceled a lot of them, and you've turned an entire fucking fan base against you. And now this is another one of those things. I mean, honestly, after seeing the Maverick Hunter footage, I could not understand it. I really couldn't. I thought for a while that a Mega Man first-person shooter would make a ton of sense when I saw the Doom mod for Mega Man. A little online multiplayer, and it was all like 8-bit styling, except for it was Doom and it was Mega Man going up against like all the classic Mega Man Robot Masters. It looked really cool, and I liked it a lot. It's like, if they could somehow make this happen, just pay for the engine and go put it out there. I don't know if it's like freeware now to go and use that officially, but still. They have the pockets to be able to go and afford to go and do that, but just take this idea and run with it. They could have done so much with it. Even if this was like an online-only thing, considering that the main fucking basis of it was it's supposed to be all deathmatch, that would have been so fucking cool. You know, every time I saw it, I'm like, man, that looks really badass. Maverick Hunter? Okay, when I think of Mega Man, I also think of Metroid. Because Samus and Mega Man really are alike in a lot of ways, aesthetically especially, but, you know, taking Metroid Prime and Mega Man, that makes a ton of sense, and seeing it in action made a ton of sense. You know, there's going to be people watching this like, I don't really like the way that it looks, but if you get past, like, the visual design, and you're just having a ton of fun, isn't that what really counts at the end of the day? If you're enjoying the experience, isn't that all it really counts? Apparently, Capcom just didn't think that this looked good enough. They also didn't think the past 3 games looked good enough. So where the fuck do we go from here? I've made so many fucking videos talking about this shit. I've ranted about this, I've raved about it, I've signed shit, I've supported so many fucking causes, and they've acknowledged these fucking things from an entire fan base in not in the hundreds, no, not in the fucking thousands, hundreds of thousands. In the fucking millions. They've acknowledged this outcry and didn't care. They're okay with rehashing shit over and over again and putting it out because it costs them no money. But then they pour money into a project and then cancel it and then wonder why everybody's pissed off. And they say that it's still continuing. We plan on making another Mega Man game. It's an ongoing discussion. An ongoing discussion. What's to discuss? The fact that lots of people have wanted these games for years now and you won't bring them out, and every time that you cancel them you just piss off more people who are taking their fucking money elsewhere? You as a company, how are you going to stay afloat? Do you enjoy sinking? Did you look at the Titanic and say, you know what? I'm going to try that out. That looks kind of cool. You know, let's pretend that all of our ideas are an iceberg. Look at that! That's what's sinking you, is all your stupid-ass fucking ideas to go and can all this stuff. Makes no sense. So, I mean, after you saw the gameplay footage, what do you genuinely think about it? Do you think it looks really awesome? Do you think that it doesn't? And there's an article down below. If you want to get, like, the fucking skinny on all this, you really want to read about it, by all means. You know, and then you can go and give your opinion about it. What do you think should happen? I personally, I'll go and throw this out there, I wish another company would pick up Mega Man. Honest to fucking God. I wish Nintendo would actually go and pick up Mega Man. You want to know why? Because they'd actually do something with Mega Man. They'd treat it right. That's the fucking honest truth. And I would love to see the Blue Bomber show up in Smash Brothers. He'd fit right the fuck in. But if that happened, I'd truthfully be happy, because at least Mega Man would be home on a console with a company that's going to treat it with care and do stuff with it. That's all there is to it, because apparently Capcom doesn't want to fucking do anything with it. And if Inafune isn't around, I guess it's not going to happen 4 times in a row. When are we going to hear about the 5th and 6th games that get canceled? When's that going to happen? Or the 7th and 8th? Canceled Mega Man games. So, you know, it's discussed, but I feel like I'm repeating myself because I've said this shit before. Why do you keep canceling this? Bring it all out. Don't get it. You'd have my money already if you brought Legends 3 out. That's the fucking truth. If you brought Mega Man Universe, you'd have had my money. You didn't. Maverick Hunter, you would have had my fucking money. So fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. Why don't you bring out some more iOS fucking flashlight games or what the fuck ever? Yeah, that's totally gonna fucking go and turn my crank. Fucking jackasses. Anyway, it's disgusted AlphaOmegaSin. Mad AlphaOmegaSin. It's a person who's just really sick of being dicked around. And, well, I know plenty of you out there are too. So, anyway, it's AlphaOmegaSin as always. Nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on. Let's hope that the Blue Bomber, well, eventually gets a release.